Hi guys, welcome to the channel Learn Concepts with Nikhil, Discover, Learn and Grow. In this particular video, we'll be learning types of testing, right? Up to now, we have learned about test environment as well as different types of environments, right? In the previous videos. Now we will be learning about software testing, like what are the types of testing करके. So first one is functional testing, where you will be testing the functionality of the app or the functionality of the software. It is basically testing the functionality, right? So unit testing, functional testing, mein there will be various types of what you can say various stages. So let's see what are those stages in functional testing. 1 minute, guys. Yeah. So unit testing. So this testing, testing individual components or functions. Unit testing is nothing but you will be testing the units, each and every unit of the software, right? You will be testing login unit. You will be testing unit or component or module, right? You'll be testing a login unit or login module or login component. Then you will be testing a search component or unit. Then you will be testing some another component. Then you will be testing a payment gateway component or payment gateway unit. So you'll be testing each and every individual unit of the entire software, right? Next, integration testing. That is nothing but ensuring modules work together. First you have done integration, first you have done unit testing, right? Then you will be integrating each and every what you can say you will be integrating each and every unit, and then you will be doing testing combinedly, like combinedly they are working करके or not करके. System testing, validating the complete system. Now you will be validating the complete system, right? System testing is nothing but you will be completely validating the complete entire system. You will be testing the entire system, entire software system, and UAT testing. That is nothing but user acceptance testing, checking if the system meets business needs and requirements or not. करके. Like business has some business will be having some needs. That is the reason why it is creating. It want to create the software, right? So yeah, we will be checking the business needs to does it comply with the business needs or not करके. Next is non-functional testing. Non-functional testing में performance testing होगा. Performance testing is nothing but we will be evaluating the speed, responsiveness, and stability. As I said, you one example, like if I click on the login after entering my email and password, if it takes 10 minutes to land me or navigate me to the next page or landing page, then it is utterly failed project, right? Your performance should be very fast. Just in milliseconds, microseconds, it should land me or navigate me to the second page after clicking on login button. So it is about performance testing. Is my software performing fast? It is responsive or not? करके. Is it stable? करके क्या करके. So all and you will also checking stability. Stability is nothing but like crash nahi hona. Like it is not getting crashed. Like to check whether if it is not getting crashed or not. करके. Next is security testing. Security testing is nothing but identifying vulnerabilities. Easier, guys, to check the security. Like hackers cannot hack Visa. It should be secure, right? Usability testing, whether it has good experience or not, whether we can use easily or not, whether it is accessible or not, accessible to wide range of people can or not. Karke. Like whether it is accessible by adults, whether it is accessible by old age people, whether it is accessible by handicapped people. करके. This is all about usability usability testing, right? Usability studies testing. Next is compatibility testing. Compatibility testing is nothing but checking if the application works on the different devices and platforms and web browsers. You have learned about it, right? Whether it is compatible to different devices as well as different browsers and different what you can say different platforms. Next, there can be load testing as well as stress testing. Load testing is nothing but you will be giving some load, like what is the expected load of the particular software system. करके. Like load, how we can say, for suppose the load is 10,000 people working simultaneously on the software. Is my system crashing or is it performing perfectly or is it becoming slow? करके. We will be checking some load. Stress testing is nothing but beyond operational emission. We will be giving some what we can say. We will be giving some parameters beyond operational efficiency. So that is about stress testing. Beyond operational efficiency, if we give some parameters are test it, it is called as a stress testing. If you give the load beyond its what you can say, if we check the load of the software, it is called load load testing and stress testing. I have not mentioned here, so that is the reason why I'm explaining you clearly, right? Now, actually, maintenance as well as a regression will be somewhat similar only, but let's see there will be minor differences. So, key approaches to regression testing, select to regression testing only re-execute impacted test cases. Complete regression testing. You will be running test cases on all the components or all the units that is nothing but entered software. Then is automated regression testing. Use tools like Selenium or JUnit. Selenium, right? Selenium is a very popular tool for testing. The people who are working in the testing industry can understand this. So yeah, example scenario. After adding a dark mode feature, regression testing ensures that other UI elements and core functions are remain unaffected. For example, like if your software does not have dark feature before, but after adding the dark feature, you will be checking the UI functionality of the system key. UI is nothing but the user interface, like the interface of the software. You will be checking the interface of the software is affected or not करके. That is regression testing. And maintenance testing is also somewhat like that only, like ensures the application continues to regression testing checks that after adding the updates is my functionality working correctly or not करके. Maintenance testing is also like that only, but after doing some updates and modifications, is the what you can say is the platform or is the software working perfectly or not करके. Same. So regression testing is one of the example of maintenance testing. That is the reason why I said regression testing first. Next is acceptance testing. That is nothing but see, ensures that the system meets the business and end user requirements of before going live, right? Not after, before going live. Yeah. So, as per the user needs and as per the business and client needs, it will be ensuring the software or the product is meeting the user requirements or not. करके. So, types of acceptance testing, UAT testing, we have learned about it, right? Performed by end users to confirm if the system meets their needs. Next is operational acceptance testing, OAT. Checks if the system is ready for deployment from operational perspective. Like operational perspective is nothing but functional perspective. Next is contracts and compliance testing. Ensures that the software follows legal and business contracts. As simple as that. Whether it is following the regulatory system, regulatory bodies rules or not. करके. Yeah, these are some of the types of testing. Along with this, there are some more testings which are not frequently used, but they are important to know. One is smoke testing. 1 minute, guys. Smoke testing, a quick test to check if the basic features of a build or of a software are working before deeper testing. It is smoke testing is done before deeper testing, right? Yeah. Next is sanity testing, a focused test or a narrow test to verify specific bug fixes or minor changes without running full test. So sanity testing में क्या होगा? Like we will be not running a entire complete application test, but we will be focusing on some narrow, what you can say, when some narrow elements, some narrow units or some narrow components. Alpha testing is next is alpha testing. Alpha testing is nothing but internal testing done by developers and testers. So developers will be doing this is in-house testing, right? Internal testing. The developers and the testers who worked on our project will be doing this test done by developers and testers to identify bugs before releasing it to the real users. Before releasing the product, you will be testing in-house internally. Next is beta testing. Real world testing by actual users to gather feedback before the final release, right? So you will be doing testing with some, what you can say, you will be doing testing with some segment of people, right? Some segment of people or some focused groups of people so that you can get feedback before releasing it to the production environment or actual users. So this is about some additional, what you can say, additional testing apart from functional, non-functional maintenance, regression, and acceptance testing. These are some additional testing concepts you need to know as a business analyst. And test automation is nothing but automating your tests, right? Manual testing takes lot of time. So that is the reason why automation testing came into the picture. It will be, what you can say, it will be reducing the manual work. It will be repeating, it will be testing the repeated tests, right? Repeated works. So test automation is a process of using software tools. We will be using software tools to execute test cases automatically. Automation is nothing but it will be doing works automatically, right? So yeah, with the use of some software tools like Selenium and all, reducing manual effort and improving efficiency in software system as intuitive as possible, right? So it will be reducing manual effort, as I said you before, and it will be improving efficiency of the software testing. So benefits of a test automation, faster execution. You can understand it is quite intuitive, right? Why? Because manual testing takes so much of time, but due to automation, test automation, software testing automation, it can increase efficiency as well as it can execute fastly. Next is improved accuracy, eliminates human errors in repetitive tests. So, humans can make some errors after some point of time. Like they will be working with full energy, like 100% of energy up to 10 tests. Their energy will be drowned like to 80%, 90%, or 70, 60% after after executing other tasks. So other tests. So yeah, this automation will be reducing the human errors to improve accuracy, cost effective in long run. So see, if you are doing the manual testing, obviously for resources you need to bear some cost. You need to give them salaries and all those things, right? But if you buy the automation tool, it's only one time cost. It will be doing always. It will be testing always. Okay. So reduces the need for manual testing over the time, right? Reusability. Test scripts can be reused for different builds. Continuous testing supports a CI/CD pipelines for faster releases. DevOps works on these principles only. CI/CD, that is nothing but continuous integration, continuous deployment, right? So we'll be continuously integrating and continuously deploying. So DevOps works on this principle. Automation also works on this principle only. Better coverage, more tests can be executed in less time, right? So yeah, if humans are there, maybe they will be taking some time in order to get some perfect things and all. But this testing automation tools covers better tools, like better use cases, better test cases in less time. In the next slide, in this slide, we will be learning about common test automation tools. Selenium, best for web application automation. Yeah, I didn't work with Selenium. I didn't directly work with Selenium, but when I was in my first company, what you can say, when I was in my first company, I worked with some testers as a business analyst, as an associate product manager who are using Selenium, right? So APM, I don't know about this, and yeah, you can read, you can research about all this. I only know Selenium. So yeah, this is about test automation and types of test, guys. In the next video, we'll be learning some more about business analysis.